Donald Trump won the election because he sold himself as a populist, a man of the people, right? Not some billionaire living in a golden palace up in New York City. No, God, no. He is a guy that's going to lower the cost of your groceries and help the average working person. Now, what's interesting about this, of course, is the fact that he has already walked back on all of his promises, saying like, yeah, I probably can't do it. But more importantly, voters fell for it even after 4 years of him in office where he did nothing for them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to a question from one of our viewers. This one is from Huey Edward 1683, who says, "Hey, Farron, love the channel." Well, thank you very much. My question is, why do you think so many working class people fall for Trump and other right-wingers? What is the left missing that we're letting these people go? Is it cultural? What explains this? Now, there's a lot of possible answers here. And I do think one of them is that the Democratic Party, and I've been saying this for years, obviously, 20 years, they're just horrible at messaging. They genuinely are. They're really, really bad at messaging. So that is a huge, huge part of the problem. The other part, however, is that Republicans are very good at messaging. Even messaging that is not based in reality at all. I mean, why do you think the trickle-down economic myth persisted for more than 40 years? Right? Hey, we give more money to rich people. Eventually, they're going to give you some. And every time the voter's like, well, that sounds reasonable. Why wouldn't that happen? And then every time we implement tax cuts for the wealthy, it literally never trickles down. Even David Stockton, the guy who invented trickle-down, admitted years ago, he was like, yeah, it doesn't work at all. So the guy who created it came clean and was like, yeah, it's garbage. It's bullcrap. But voters continued to fall for it even after Stockton came out and admitted that. So that is part of it. Voters fall for things that are not true because they're said with passion. They're said with such conviction that obviously this person's honest. But let me tell you the biggest problem of all. The biggest problem of all is that the vast majority of American citizens, well over 90%, the only political news that they get is in those political attack ads that they see running on their TVs during election season. When you look at the ratings for cable news, even with Fox News crushing it, right? We got 2 to 3 million people every night tuning into Fox News. Cool. That's less than 1% of the US population. You add in the numbers for MSNBC, CNN, which are horrible, Newsmax, One America, take everybody doing podcasts and YouTube channels. We're lucky if on a daily basis, all of us together, left, right, center, everything in between, if we're even reaching 5% of the US population. So 95% of people aren't getting daily political news. They're not hearing these things. They're not hearing anything from the left. They're not even hearing anything from the right. They're just going about their days. They're not tuned in to everything happening in Washington, D.C. And that seems like, honestly, a fun way to go through life because dealing with politics sucks. And that's what most Americans think, so they tune it out. So all they hear is when a politician does an ad saying, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do that for you, this person will destroy your life. That's it. That is the extent of their political news. And they make their voting habits based on those. That's it. So that's the biggest problem, that people are not getting accurate news. So if I had to pinpoint one reason as to why Americans keep falling for this, it's because the only political information they absorb is coming from those campaign ads every 2 to 4 years. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.